Hey Jack Squad, how everybody doing today? Hope all is well, and I hope you making it happen for yourself. You gotta make it happen for yourself, guys. So anyway, before I get started, everybody, please like. That's very important that you like, subscribe, share, and comment. Right? I really need you guys to like. My new subscribers, I appreciate you. I really appreciate you, right? Let me tell y'all something. I'm in a good mood today. Same shit still going on in my life, but I refuse to let anything just keep me down, right? I'm human, so I'll be fucked up for a second or two, but I just keep on moving, y'all. So y'all see, I got y'all for my subscribers that I've been my original subscribers. This is Jasmine. Y'all remember Jasmine? Way back when I first started, right? This is Jasmine, who I got on today. You know, I name my wigs. I just don't always tell y'all the name. But my favorite was, at the time, was Jasmine and Cinnamon. Cinnamon was the red one, something like this one. So anyway, I got on Jasmine today, y'all. Just switching up a look. You know, I find that as a woman, we are blessed to be able to change our look, right? So that's what I do. I'm a girly girl. I've always liked to play in makeup and different stuff and change my hair. And that's what I do, right? So it makes me feel good, right? So now, got all that out the way. Don't forget to like, right? We talking about love after lockup. I'm uploading another video about Love and Marriage Huntsville next, later on today. But right now, we talking about love after lockup. Now, you know, there's about 5 or 6 couples, right? Y'all know my main couple is DAONTE and Nicole because of DAONTE. And then we got Brittany and Ray. And now there's the couple that getting married, remarried. And then there's what they showed this week. Now, let me tell y'all, first we're going to start with this couple, right? I can't think of their names right now because they was on last season, but they on Life After Lockup because they got an interesting storyline. So they on this season as well. Her and her husband went to take a lie detector test. She wanted him to take a lie detector test. So, you know, a lot of times when I'm looking at these shows, the women are very insecure. And I think that's why they pick a man that's in prison, because I guess they feel like they know where he at, right? But then he comes out. And then you got to get yourself together because he's out in the world, right? So this couple, this is a white couple. They're really cute, a really cute couple. But I found out something that they never talked about last season, and he told it, right? So anyway, I'll tell y'all what it is in a minute. So anyway, she thought he was cheating only because, and women, we have to stop that. Every time your man say something to a woman don't mean he like her, don't mean he fucked her. He just talking to her. So he told the girl in the gym while she was there that, you know, good job, you're looking good. Whatever he said, it was so minute and petty, right? She had a fit. Now, the girl, I'm going to tell y'all their names next week because I know them from last season. She's a very cute girl, very cute white girl. And she has a shape. She's very shapely, right? And then he's a nice looking guy, but he's young. He's like 25, so he looks good. And she had 2 boyfriends in prison. And she picked this one because the other one kept getting on drugs and going to jail, right? He was nice looking too. But he works hard somewhere as a contractor, but he just wouldn't leave the drugs alone. She still sneaks in from time to time, talk with him, right? Well, anyway, for whatever reason, she thought her husband was cheating, her newlywed husband. Oh, she saw his phone. A couple episodes back, she looked at his phone and he had some texts or something. See, y'all, listen. I can't say don't look at his phone because I done did that before too. But whenever you looking for something, you going to find it. If you don't want to find it, don't look. So anyway, if you don't want to hurt your own feelings, let it come to you. Don't hurt your own feelings by looking for that shit, right? So anyway, she saw something. So they had an argument about it at the gym. Why you say something to her? You said she looked good. You know, it was so petty and stupid, right? But that's because she's insecure, and that's because she emotionally cheats with her ex. She emotionally cheats. She haven't laid with him, not that they showed on the show, but she calls it. And whenever something don't go right in her relationship, that's a no-no. Because that makes the other man think that he has a way in. And when he probably don't. She's just using him as a crutch or something, right? So anyway, they take the lie detector test, child. And they asked him, have you been cheating with men or with women or men? And he failed it, right? And she was sitting right there for the results. And she like to lost her mind, right? She started shaking and stuff. So he just told the truth. He said, listen, now I don't want my man to do this, but I know that boy on Growing Up Hip Hop, he did it too. He said that's his only, he talked to guys on his OnlyFans page, and he sells a dream. Okay? So I guess he's flirting with guys on OnlyFans. Now, I don't want my dude to flirt with no dudes for no money. I don't want him to flirt with no dudes for nothing. Because you got to remember now, he has been in the penitentiary. Not saying all dudes in the penitentiary mess with dudes, but it's a high probability. Right? So, and the producers really ain't shit, y'all. Because when he was talking about it, they was showing pictures of him and he was looking mighty spicy. You know, they was showing still photos of him looking spicy. Looked like one picture they showed, looked like he had on pink lip gloss. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But he says, she the one that told me about it because she been doing it. He let the whole cat out the bag. He said she been doing that. She been online on OnlyFans showing her body for money. And she told me how to do it. And she taught me how to do it. She set it up for me. I was like, oh, he telling the business. So that was supposed to have been a secret. So he is talking to men on OnlyFans. And I'm assuming with her approval. Because I guess on OnlyFans, it's not just situated to one sex. I guess anybody could see you. I don't know how that shit works. But, you know, I guess anybody could see you and you talk with everybody. I don't know. So she didn't seem to be upset about that. But she was upset that it said he had talked to men. Now, if you put your husband in a sexual situation, then that's the shit that's gonna happen. You have to be prepared for that. And a lot of times I think people do stuff and don't be prepared for the consequences to follow, right? So he said, I don't like no men, but he didn't sound convincing. Which makes me think, yeah, maybe he really do like women, but he might fuck around with a boy some time or two. Maybe. I don't know, right? So he said that, and they tried to get that together, and he told her to take a lie detector. She didn't want to do one. She didn't want to do it. She was like, just ask me what you want to know now. You had him to take one. See, in a relationship, y'all, it can't be one-sided. It just cannot. It's got to be both parts. It's got to be equal, right? So she didn't want to take one, and the way it looks, it's like she's the more dominant person in the relationship, and I think that's because she had the house. She was the more adult. She was doing more adulting than him. You know, he had a job. I don't know how he lost it. They didn't say, but he did have a job. And I don't know if Corona, he lost a job. I don't know what happened, but so he's doing OnlyFans. So that's that couple. We will see next week what comes out of him doing OnlyFans and talking to men and selling them dreams of him, right? Now, the next couple we're going to talk about is Stan and Lisa. And for whatever reason, they just irk me. Like, both of y'all should be grateful somebody like either one of y'all, right? And she thinks she's a star. Lisa thinks she's a star. And I don't like the way she got her hair crocheted or something. And I don't like her. I don't like it, right? And, you know, sometimes you can take people and put them in a good position and they still don't appreciate it. And a lot of times that's what happens with these women on this show. They, you know, they're being placed in better positions in life and they don't take advantage of the position that they're placed in, right? They all about the sex and this and the money, you know, like it's called chess, not checkers, right? You got to play the hand that you dealt and play it out, you know? But anyway, she's upset because she set up a fake page on some dating site and Stan did bite right away. He bit right away, right? Within seconds. And so she knows this, and so she's been talking back and forth through the site with him. He thinks it's somebody else. So she's like, you sure there's nothing you have to tell me? We've got everything on the table. There's no more lies. Everything's out. He's like, oh, yeah. So because he's not telling the truth about that, this is her opportune time to call her girlfriend and kick it with her. And then she had the nerve to tell the man, I probably won't be back tonight. Like, any man I've ever messed with, Now, I could be out all night if that's what I want, be at my mama's house, something like that. But if I say I'm going with my girlfriend and you already know I like girls and I'm going to be going all night, I don't know. I don't know. I ain't never been in a relationship where I can just tell my dude, shit, I'm going to be out all night. I'll see you tomorrow. Like, that calls for a conversation. Like, where you going? Right? So anyway, and I always believe in don't do nothing that you don't want done to you. Now, even though Stan's 65, and Stan always seemed like he wants sex all the time. Like, she asked for some money. And he said, well, let's go upstairs and talk about it. He's just like, oh, man, come on up here. I see how much I got. That's what he said. So I don't know if she had to perform a duty before she got it. So then he said, well, I never have cash. So then he gave her $70. He said, this is all I got. She said, that ain't even enough. That don't even begin to be enough. I don't know how much. She said she had to get her this done, that done. Like, I don't know. But she probably going to do drugs and be with the girl. And the girl came and picked her up. And then she was gone. So we'll see what happens next week. It's just that to me, if I've been in jail, I ain't never had a job. Here comes a man, even though he old, he was old, you start talking to him, that's trying to better me. He paid off all your debts, all your tickets and all this stuff so you can get your license, bought you a car, gave you some change, gave you a place to stay because you had none. Seemed like there would be some loyalty to me. I don't see no loyalty in a lot of these bras. I don't see no loyalty, right? So that's that couple. I'm saving the meat and potatoes for last. So then the next couple, I forget their name too, but they was on last season. But they're very interesting. That's why they're on again this season. She could never stay clean. She kept relapsing. She's been clean a while this time. She put her mama, see, this is another good guy. He allowed, while she was in jail, she wasn't even home yet. She was still in penitentiary. He allowed her mother and her sister to live with him. He gave them a place to stay. I don't know. Nobody gonna do that. He don't know you. He ain't never met you. Y'all been talking on the phone or whatever you do. And you say, my mama and my sister need somewhere to live. He said, come on. Look, some shit you just got to be grateful and humble. Be like, okay, fuck it, right? So he put the mom in there. The sister eventually came on to him, and he almost messed with the sister, but he thought better of it. But he didn't tell her, and she's upset because he didn't tell her. So now they're renewing their vows. They're having a big wedding because the first time they had some sort of Indian wedding because she had to go to the, what do you call that when you get out of jail? The halfway house. She had to go to the halfway house. So they had a really quickie Indian wedding on the back of his truck. But this guy is very thoughtful. I would love to have a thoughtful man. He thinks about everything and he does the best he can with what he has. That's important, right? Now, she's in love with him. She's in love with him. And this is the longest I think she's been clean, so she's trying her best to stay clean. So they get married. They go into the hotel, get married. Now, she's waiting on her sister to come. The sister didn't come to the picking of the dress, and the sister hasn't answered the phone. But what she doesn't know, which is he should have told her, is that he told the sister, I don't think it'd be good for you to come. So the sister's not coming around. So the sister's not answering her call, and she don't understand why. The mama crying, she crying. Sister ain't coming because the husband told her, you're not welcome. So we'll see how that blows up. Because they getting ready to walk down the aisle and dun. And her son came, somebody she hasn't seen in a couple years, and her son has never seen her sober. Like, these ladies be having some really wild lives. And somebody to come in and take you in and care for you, you have to show gratefulness. Now, she does show gratefulness, but them other raggedy ones. Now, we going to talk about DAONTE and Nicole. So DAONTE go and meet Nicole and her girlfriend. I don't forgot her name. We're going to call her Billy. I don't forgot her name. Right. He go to meet them. In his little dumb mind, he think that they going to talk about how the threesome going to be. Now, mind you, Nicole is using her words carefully. She said a poly relationship. I think poly, let's look up poly. I think poly just means more than two people in a relationship. But I don't think it necessarily means that the man is going to sleep with both of the women. Right? So, okay, it says poly is the practice or desire for intimate relationship with more than one partner with the informed consent of all parties involved. So I guess if you want to, you can. But he going in there thinking he about to have sex with two women. That's what it's going to be forever, right? So he cool with it. He cool with sharing Nicole with the gay girl. He cool with that. As long as he have his time with Nicole. Now, what he see in little bitty ass Nicole that he just can't get enough of, I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that he spent thousands of dollars on her before he met her, and he feel like he needs some get back. Because I don't understand why you don't get you somebody else. Because they like him on social media. He go every weekend, look like he's somewhere different. And you know, he like the white girls. He ain't fooling with us too much. He like white girls, right? Something about the blonde hair and blue eyes. But so he goes to sit down and he talks. And he said, well, why am I here? The girlfriend just looking. Nicole said, well, you know, because they talked about the poly. You know, she goes around it. So he said, well, I forgot what he said, but he said something to the fact that, you know, he going to have sex with the girlfriend too, Billy. We calling her Billy. He going to have sex with Billy too. Billy said, oh, no, that never happened. That's going to never, not in this lifetime, right? Which you already knew because she's real butchy. Butchy girls don't want that, right? And because they think they're dudes, right? She said, oh, no, not in this lifetime, right? So he said, well, you know, I like Nicole, you like Nicole. And he was trying to reason with them. They basically, Nicole only wants his money. She really doesn't want him. Now then, I told y'all before, if you go to his IG, DAONTE he holding something. He holding something. So in his mind, and which he said, I got enough for both of y'all. Right? Well, him and the girl, Billy, get into an argument about Nicole and what the boundaries of the relationship is going to be. And he basically said, listen, you don't keep talking to me crazy, right? And I know that he wanted to say, you look like a dude, but you're not a dude. I felt it coming out of his mouth. Like, you're not a dude, so fall back if I punch the shit out you, right? But she was coming strong today, DAONTE. She was coming strong like a dude. You know, that's what they do, right? And so he got up and walked away. Now, here's the thing. DAONTE actually thought that Nicole wants him, and she really wants to be in a relationship with him. That's not it. Nicole's gay. She's gay. You know, I think what she did, she tried it with the ex-boyfriend, man, didn't really like it. She likes girls. So she's not going to never like you, DAONTE. And I think that she may care a little something for DAONTE, because it seems like she came to tears or something. And she didn't want the Billy and DAONTE arguing, because they got into a little heated discussion. I think she cares for him. And matter of fact, the girlfriend, Billy, asked her, I don't know if she said, do you love DAONTE? I think she said, do you love DAONTE? And she didn't answer. I don't think she loves him. I just think she may care. You know, anytime somebody nice to you, I think it's natural instincts to care about him, right? Child, DAONTE thought he was about to be in a threesome for life, right? Bless his heart. Remember, when we talk about DAONTE, we say, bless his heart. Because he's just a sweet guy. He just dumb. That's all. He just foolish. He's foolish. He's not dumb. He's foolish. That's what he is, foolish. Yeah, that's what he is, foolish, right? So DAONTE walked off and said, you know, because he don't want nothing to happen, he going to walk away. And that's what he did. So we'll see what happens next week. Like I said, it was speculated by the friend that Nicole and this girl gets married, right? And DAONTE go to the wedding. He still got hope, child. Anyway, people need to know when they gay, they gay. They don't want you. No matter how big your thing is, they don't want you. So anyway, now this is a real concern. Brittany and Ray. Now, Brittany is going to run Ray away. Now, she last time she was talking about the baby. So they go to the doctor. I don't know if I talked about this or not. They go to the fertility specialist. And that is where she lets Ray know by not telling him, by telling the doctor that she had a miscarriage or had some complications 13 years ago, and they removed the tube. Now, he's sitting there looking like, what? So she says, we may not, may not be able to ever carry a child. Now, you didn't convince this man that he wants a baby and they're going to have a family, and you don't have all the equipment to get the family. And then he finds out when we all find out, like, that wasn't supposed to happen like that. Number one, that was wrong. That calls for a conversation. That was supposed to be a private conversation between you and your man prior to getting on camera and saying that shit, right? So then anyway, that was last week. This week, they're at home. It's his off day. He says, I'm going to kick it with my cousin. What cousin? How do I know him? Like, these women seem like they want a hostage and not a man. This is a grown man. If he's on his off day, first of all, his check ain't big enough to pay for all his expenses. So let him do what he want to do on his off day. She said, well, you going, where you going? I don't know this cousin. And remember, you on parole. And he said, I know. He said, I'm just going over there. She said, well, do he got a job? He said, yeah. That man work every day. She said, well, why can't I go? He just wants to kick it with his cousin. I wanted to just reach through the TV and tell her he just wants to kick it with his cousin. And then he said, well, the cousin lived down the street. She said, well, you ain't told me that. He lived down the street. What? It was so embarrassing to watch because the man is grown. She said, well, I thought you would just stay in the house with me on your off day. He's been in there. He's been on, first of all, he's been in the penitentiary 4 years. Then he's been on the box, so however long he's been on the box. He just got off the box. All he do is work and come back to you. Let the man go and play. Let the man go without no argument. Let him go. Like, I don't understand these ladies. Like, let him go. He's a man. He's free. He's a grown man. He'll be back. And he told her, he said, I'll be back. You acting like I ain't never coming back. She's upset because he's going to do something that he wants to do, right? So it looks like the cousin or somebody, one of her people's come over, and she tell her. And now she said, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. I don't know if she's going to find him, if she's going to iPhone, look him up, check his location, go to the house. Like, all of that is relax, sis. Pump your brakes. He'll be back. Even if he's going to see a girl, he'll be back. He'll be back. You the bread and the butter. He'll be back. So that's love after lockup, right? Like, I want Brittany. I'm very concerned about Brittany because Brittany seems to be too controlling. And the man already got issues. It wouldn't take much for him to get up. And it doesn't look like he's a confrontational guy. You know, he says what he says, and he reminds me of, I call him my nephew, but he's really not my best friend's son. They're not confrontational people. They don't have much affect to them face. And that's what he reminds me of. You know, and he's told you, I'm going, ain't nothing happening. I'm just going to hang out with my cousin. I ain't seen him in 5 years. I'm going to hang out. And you can't go because you're going to be in the damn way. We can't man talk. He didn't say that, but that's what he meant. And she should have knew that, right? So we'll see what happens because she gets in her car. It's nighttime. And she gets in her car to go find Ray, right? Y'all, I really am waiting for Brittany and Ray. I'm concerned about black couple. DAONTE and Nicole is just amusing to watch, right? Because we know that DAONTE's not going to change. He is who he is. He's going to be the sucker. He's a sucker for life. He's a sucker for life. He can get changed and say sucker for life because that's what he is, right? But he's still a nice guy. And he deserves to be with somebody nice. But we can't make him. Everybody done told him all on the social media. His family done told him. Mama done told him. This is who we want to be. So he's already lost everything once, and I guess he's willing to lose it all for whoever, right? But love after lockup, y'all got to watch it. Well, now it's really called Life After Lockup, but same thing. Y'all got to watch it. And now they got a new series coming on. I don't know if I can take any more series. Y'all watch so much stuff called Love During Lockup. So these are going to be people that, so they showed us love after lockup when they get out. Then they showed us life after lockup. That's when they've been out for a while and they're going on what they like. Now they got love during lockup. This is when they, I guess, get together while the individual's in jail and show us how that happens and what they do while they're in jail. So that's the whole crazy situation, y'all, about love after lockup. We're going to pray for DAONTE and hope his big dumb self don't keep hurting his own feelings, right? But, you know, like I said, I follow him on IG, so, you know, IG is in real time, so he knows that he was being stupid. But he did take a picture with a black girl. I don't know what that meant. Probably nothing. But anyway, y'all, don't forget to hit the like button. Hit the like, subscribe, comment, share. All of my social medias is down in the description box, including my Cash App and my email. Yeah. All of that, everything. The link to my daughter's book will be in the description box. So all of my stuff is in the description box. And I love when you all email me, comment me, like all that stuff make my day, right? Makes my day for real. So anyway, y'all, I'm gonna upload in a little while Love and Marriage Huntsville, because that, listen, Tisha and Marceau, I don't know who worse, Tisha and Marceau or Mel and Martell. But we're going to talk about it. All right, y'all? So thanks for watching Jacquie with a Q. And like I said, don't forget to hit the like button. And everybody, be cool. Bye-bye.